When I was a kid, I was a little. I suppose I was a little bit of a terror at times, like, because I wasn't well behaved at the best of times. I was quiet, but I wasn't. I was the quiet one of the family, but I wasn't the best one, the best behaved one of the family.
Well, here we are at the beating heart of Shieldfield, where people from all areas of the community come to the vital job of doing their washing. And one of the things I do is, week by week, I go around the community to people who aren't able to get in to collect their washing and take it round to their houses for them. So follow me as we set off around the mean streets of Shieldfield and see who we're going to find and what's going to go on. God, these bags are heavy though. What do people put in their washing? I think I must be washing stones. But anyway, let's see where we end up first.
Well, I can just remember Sanitary Place because I was born in number 9 Sanitary Place, it was a small street. I think there was only about 27 houses in Sanitary Place, and it had a cobble front street, an indoor toilet, and it didn't have any backyard.
So the mugger is where I usually play football, and it's usually with friends and brothers, and usually I play till like 10 p.m. and there's this lady who's living somewhere on the 10th floor or something, and she usually shouts from the 10th floor.
How many times do I have to tell you? Get away from there!
And I usually just be like, okay, and then just keep playing till the time is set. So it's usually she comes around 9 o'clock, and the mugger usually closes at 10, so I stay till 10 and then leave.
I was born in Shieldfield, Bermondsey Street, 65 years ago, and so was my sister. And I moved back to Shieldfield about 36 years ago, and made lots of good friends back then. And now I've moved back over to Heaton, where I love coming back here to Shieldfield. And while I lived here in Shieldfield, I had a son, and he was christened in the Methodist Church. That is now the Holy Biscuit.
My mother was the youngest one of her family, and as I say, she was 76 when she died. But she was buried from this church, as I say, cancer ran through our family, and all our family went to a Methodist church. Where my father's side of the family, my father doesn't come from Newcastle. My father came from Haltwhistle up in the Tyne Valley, and his father was a stonemason. But all my father's side of the family are now dead because he was the youngest. My father was the youngest in the family, so I don't have any family at all in Newcastle. But that's the way life goes for some people, I think.
One day, a couple of years ago, I opened the Café, the Forum Café in Wrekin Place, and people came in for cups of tea and coffee, and they were saying, "Did you see that fight? Did you see that fight yesterday under the stilts? It was terrible. It was absolutely awful." And people were calling the police, and they said the person was being kicked, and punched, ended up on the ground, and there was loads of shouting. Did you not see it? Did you not hear it? And I hadn't, because I don't live near the cafe, but other people were saying, oh, it was awful, and everybody was looking out of the window and shouting, stop. And then they found out that it wasn't a real fight. It was actually a film crew filming a fight for a film with the director, Ken Loach. Oh, that was all right. Oh, that was terrible. And when the man stood up, he was twice the size because he was so padded. Oh, that's a relief, people were saying, because they're really, really kicking, absolutely fighting, not pretending to fight. They were fighting properly.
We don't usually call it the mugger. We call it the basketball court. So me and friends and my brothers, we usually, joining together to say we're going to the basketball court.
The mugger is it's been being used for various sports, but one of them which I've seen is the younger people playing polo with riding bicycles rather than horses, and hitting a ball around to try and score. I don't know how you score in bike polo, because it's quite a new game. I think it's just it's something which has been invented in Shieldfield, I think. In the Wesley estate, which is what we called the new houses when we were kids, because I lived in Coppice Way, and there used to be a gate, and the gate was about 3 feet high. And I used to try and jump over it, and I used to practice. And one day, a woman was walking by, and when I lived in 50 Shield Street, there was an alleyway. Well, you couldn't see who was coming if you were running up fast, and you didn't have time to stop. So I jumped across the gate, and there was a woman coming by, pushing a pram. She must have gotten a fright of her life. Seeing somebody suddenly hurtle past her through the sky, hurtle past her straight over the pram. And I just missed the woman by about, I must have just missed the woman by about 6 inches. If I'd had a hit her, I would have knocked her and the baby and the baby over in the pram.
On a Friday night, years ago, every Friday from 6 o'clock at tea time, you would hear people coming from Sandyford Road to go to the club, and you could hear them on the path and then hear them in the high heels trying to walk on their toes across the cobbles to get to the other side. You had to go really early to the club, because if you didn't get in before 7, there was no seat, so you couldn't see the band.
I've been thinking a bit about outdoor social spaces, because I know we've lost a lot of our indoor social spaces. There's no pubs anymore. I just have fond memories of when I had Chinese neighbours, how early in the morning there'd be beautiful displays of Tai Chi in Henry Square, and that was a really nice way to start the day. I don't have Chinese neighbours now.
Welcome back to Shieldfield's latest cycle, In this week's spin,
Nice beard.
It's new, isn't it?
Shh, I'm trying to watch EastEnders.
there was a standoff in the alley. They were really at each other's throats,
Oh, why'd you say that? Do you think you are, do you?
Why'd I say what? What are you on about?
which went completely unnoticed by someone who had a big night last night.
It's just what? Shut up.
No, you shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about.
God, you stand there, all tall, not moving in the wind.
Well built, mate. That's all that is. Just well built.
You're crumbling.
Well built. You're a numpty. Who
Crumbling.
put me next to you?
Everything else was as normal. He knows everything.
Howie, everybody get in, I'm taking a picture.
Meanwhile, in the laundrette, some of the others were having a right good vent.
I'm not gonna like miss out on an opportunity because of Brexit and like yeah, and
so you're
also
gonna have to spend like
no, and I hope that Irene isn't like, you can't do this, you can't go on this opportunity because you haven't got your passport valid, because she kept saying in all the emails you have to make sure your passport's valid, and I did.
you can't go on this opportunity. Is that even? It doesn't make sense. No, she won't do that though.
No, but she could.
No, she
There's a
won't
reserve list.
because like everyone's being like.
Yeah, but then I was like, but
bamboozled by
also
Brexit.
many. Yeah, I was like, I don't think she would let Brexit get in the way. And also there are like probably other people.
But little did they know, welcome back to Shieldfield's latest cycle.
La 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 la. Finally I'm here.
Do you have any money?
Oh, who are you?
I need money.
I don't have any money.
Drugs.
Ooh. Let me call my mom. Hi mom, you okay? Oh, I just met two guys. They were asking money from me. I was so scared, then just ran away. What can I do, mom? Yeah. Yeah, it was good, Except the two guys, yeah. Okay, mom, I'm home. I'll call you later, okay? Okay, bye.
Where's my money?
What are you talking?
For electricity, it's been over £200.
Oh my god, you're weird. Bye. What a day. Why she's being so mean to me? Look at that. What's this? Is that for volunteering in a cafe? Maybe that's for me. Let me find where is the coffee is. I think it's this one. No, not this one.
Oh
my god, sorry.
no, it's okay. It's okay. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay now. Just for now.
Yeah. No, I saw you had some trouble outside.
Oh yes, it's two weirdos asked me for money. I was really scared.
That's no good, but nice to meet you.
Yeah, me too. What's her name?
Jack.
Landy.
Booyakasha.